My next guest is the Emmy and James Beard Award-nominated host of Girl Meets Farm. She's also a best-selling cookbook author and joined us now to chat about her latest book, Sweet Farm. Everyone, please welcome Molly Yeh. Hello, Molly.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Mary. It's so good to see you. I love Mary Makes It Easy so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We're like neighbors.
We share Sunday mornings.
Yes, we do. On Food Network. Yeah. Yeah. I love it, Molly. It's so good to see you. I am so thrilled that you are joining us. Huge congratulations on this absolute stone cold stunner of a book.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish I was there in person. I would give anything to eat that toad in a hole. It looked fantastic.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Molly. That's so nice. Next time you're here, I'll make you a toad in a hole.
I'm going to take you up on that.
Okay, perfect. I love it. I love it. All right, now we couldn't resist baking up a storm from this amazing book. We have so many things to dig into. First up, I wanted to start with something that you called probably your favorite recipe in the book, and that is these chewy frosted tahini cookies. Like, can you even?
They're big and they're chewy, and my favorite ingredient probably of all time is tahini.
Oh my gosh. This is so good.
They're fun.
They're so fun.
And they're big enough to where you get because like the best part of a cookie is that middle part where it gets extra chewy.
Yes.
And so they're big enough to have like at least 4 big bites of the innards, which, right? Like that's the best part. Like, honestly, big cookies always.
Yes. Perfect ratio. Perfect ratio. Now, what is it? So you love the tahini in this, but one thing I thought that was really great in your book is you talk about how you speak fluent sugar. So what does that mean? And is that what inspired you to write Sweet Farm?
Yes, sweets are my favorite food group. They are my love language. They're how I express myself the best. They're how I connect with my heritage, my Chinese and Jewish heritage, life out on the farm. And also I married a sugar farmer. So like, I had to write this book.
Yeah. You're like, it was in the contract, in the marriage contract, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Yeah, your husband, Nick, is a sugar beet farmer, right?
Yes, he farms sugar beets and wheat. So, of course, the 2 biggest ingredients that I use as a baker.
Yeah.
And I was actually just doing some research. Canada has sugar beets too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Great website all about sugar in Canada that I was just reading. But yeah, like sugar beets, our climates are so similar that we're all for the sugar beet here. And it's really fun to see that ingredient come to life before my eyes because, you know, I see it from spring planting to the whole growing season and harvest is just the best time on the farm. So to be able to see that ingredient come to life is really special. And that combined with my love of baking, you know, I couldn't not write this book.
No, I was going to say it's a complete match made in heaven. I honestly, it's such a beautiful book. And there's so many, the thing that I really loved about reading it is there's such variety when it comes to the types of baking. There's so many different levels. Like we tried this amazing cookie, but you also have a lot of like yeasted breads in here. So the next recipe we have is your black sesame babka, which I'm going to reach over to. Can we talk about this flavor combination? And the potato dough?
Black sesame. Oh, yes, potato dough. Thank you for talking about that. Potato dough is like, that's my favorite. If you add potatoes to a dough, it makes it so soft and fluffy. So it uses a dough that I use as like an all-purpose enriched bread dough that I use for the babka, for cardamom buns, chocolate swirly buns. There are so many different applications. And then black sesame is a super nostalgic flavor for me. I grew up going to Chinatown in Chicago with my family and eating all the black sesame sweets.
Yeah.
And there's something about that dark, toasty, nutty flavor that gets me every time. And of course, it makes a really pretty swirl in the babka because it has that great contrast with the dough.
It's stunning. It's so good. It's got that perfect balance of savory and sweet. This is so good, Molly.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Now, there's such a, like we're talking about it right now, but there's such an incredible range of flavors in this book. We've got things like rhubarb rose bars, black sesame ice cream, marzipan soda, a classic candy bar salad, which is classic Molly Yeh energy, and I love that.
Wait, do you have candy bar salad in Canada?
No, what is candy bar salad?
It's a delightful mix of candy bars, Granny Smith apples, instant pudding, and Cool Whip.
Yes. Yes.
It's so fun.
That is an energy that I am here for. Yeah.
But I do. there's like a from scratch version where you get to make your own Snickers bars. And so you can use any sort of nut butter. You can use tahini. You can use a black sesame butter. It's just like the world is your candy salad oyster.
Yeah.
And you can just have so much fun with it.
Well, that's the thing that is so great. I think you take so many great recipes and things that are classics, things that are familiar, and you put your own beautiful spin on it. We also have here your saffron and cardamom tiramisu that is an absolute stone cold stunner. It's beautiful. I just so happen to have a piece right here. So let's talk about the flavor bombs in this recipe, because it's elevated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest tiramisu person.
What?
I know. Unpopular opinion, but I went to this gorgeous meal in Berlin years ago that these two sisters, Sophia and Xenia Oswald, cooked, and they have Persian ancestry, and they put together this gorgeous tiramisu that had the saffron, and then instead of the espresso and the liqueur, they use vanilla liqueur and Earl Grey tea, which I just felt like went so well with the saffron. There's a lot of rose in there, some pistachio. All of my favorite flavors just come together in this tiramisu. And so I was sold on tiramisu on first bite. So this recipe is inspired by them.
That's amazing.
I love the colors. I love the flavors. And it's just really fun to make and eat.
It is genuinely so fun to eat. I have a question, and I feel like you are the expert to ask. I consider tiramisu a casserole. With this,
Sweet casserole.
It's a sweet casserole. Yes.
You're a genius.
Thank you so much, Molly. Oh my gosh. Okay, but is this considered a hot dish or no? Because it is a casserole, but is it a hot dish?
Holy bucket. I think you just cracked the code. I've been trying to think of what a sweet hot dish would be this whole time. Yeah. And like, I don't know if do you have noodle kugel?
Like, yes, noodle kugel. Yeah.
Canada? Okay.
Yeah, so good.
So I thought, maybe noodle kugel, but honestly, I feel like tiramisu kind of checks the boxes a little bit better.
I agree.
I mean, you have the layers, you have the creamy consistency, you have the really fun topping. Yeah. I mean, technically it could also check the box of a cookie salad.
It could. Whoa, Molly, yay. I love
feel like
this.
You just hit like a great trivia question.
100%.
Like what could be both a hot dish and a cookie salad.
I feel like we just blew everybody's mind, which is excellent. I feel like our minds are equally as blown. That was so, so good. Now, we're switching gears a little bit here, because you obviously live on a sugar beet farm and a wheat farm. You cook for a living. You write cookbooks. You write recipes and cook on a cooking show. But originally, you actually got your start in percussion. You went to Juilliard for percussion.
Oh, that's a deep cut picture.
I know, we went deep cut. We went there, yeah. So do you see any similarities between kind of that, what you learned in music school and what you do now?
100%. Yeah. I mean, so much about practicing music is confronting little technical weaknesses in your performing. And with baking and cooking, there's a lot of that too. I mean, there's a lot of working on technique, and especially with baking, there is that precision that you absolutely have to have. Yeah. And then there's this aspect of interpretation, interpreting the classics. Yeah. Interpreting a Bach violin sonata on the marimba versus interpreting, your classic bobka. It's not so different. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, even if you screw up, you have a really tasty babka.
Oh my gosh, Molly, that is 100% my whole vibe. I was like, in the kitchen, there's no such thing as a mess up, because you're technically making food, and sometimes it's not edible, but there's always pizza, right?
There's always pizza.
Yeah. Molly, this has been so fun. Huge congratulations. Thank you so much for doing this with us today.
Thank you so much, Mary. It was so great to see you. And thank you, Canada. I love you. I love Canada.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, we love you too. And thanks to Molly. You're all going home, studio audience, with your copy of Sweet Farm. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.